Hello, welcome back for another video in End Time Prophecy. In this video, I want to explain to you a little bit about the dragon and the beast. I'm not going to touch base so much on the symbolic features of the dragon and the beast. I'll do that in a separate video, trying to keep these reasonable in length. Instead, I want to show you the similarities between the dragon and the beast, things you may not have heard before, and help you understand what they mean. The first thing I want to tell you about the dragon and the beast before we move on is that the dragon in Revelation 12, the very first time the dragon appears before the battle with the archangel Michael, that's a different time frame than the second half of the chapter. And the second half of Revelation 12, that has to do with the beast. That before the beast of 7 heads was just the dragon. That beast of 7 heads did not yet exist. Let me explain what I mean. First thing you need to know, if you don't already, the dragon is Satan. Revelation 12:9 tells us, "And the great dragon which was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceives the whole world." Revelation 12:3 tells us something about the features of this dragon that are very important. Pay attention. "And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns on his heads." In contrast to the next beast, in contrast to the beast that actually has 7 crowns on his horns, not his heads. This is how we know this is 2 time periods, and I'll explain this as we go. Revelation 13:1. "And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 7 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy." Now, the difference is, Revelation 12, the dragon has 7 crowns on his heads, because each kingdom, the heads will be kingdom, I'll tell you later, each kingdom is established. But the reason this beast has 10 crowns on his horns, Revelation 12 tells us, Revelation 17, that the 10 horns receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So these 10 kings will rule together as kings for 1 hour with the beast, and that comes after one of the 7 heads are wounded. Another thing in Revelation 13:2 about this beast. "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were that of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, his seat, and great authority." In this chart, in this slide, you can see the similarities between the 4 beasts of Daniel chapter 7 and Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13 and Daniel 7 mention a lion, a bear, and a leopard. Daniel 7 mentions a 4th beast, but it doesn't explain what the beast looks like, but tells us that it has 10 horns. In Revelation 13, this beast has 7 heads with 10 crowned horns. Now, the 7 heads are the 4 beasts of Daniel chapter 7. Babylon has a head, let me call them by their animal names. The lion has a head, the bear has a head, the leopard has 4 heads. That leaves 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6, there's only 1 more. And that's to the 4th beast. And that head there had 10 horns. So we know, contrary to pictures we see on the internet, not every head has a horn or a couple horns. Only 1 head has 10 horns, 1 of the 7. The beast that, Revelation 17:8. "The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition." So this beast here ascends out of the bottomless pit. And that happens in Revelation chapter 9 when the fifth trumpet is blown, and a star falls from heaven, and there's a key given to him to unlock the bottomless pit. Out of the pit comes Abaddon, or in the Greek tongue is Apollyon. That is this beast right here. It's most likely, I don't want to get too superstitious or supernatural, but I mean, there's probably going to be a really bad angel come out. He's the king of the abyss, and he's probably going to inhabit somebody on earth, as commonly taught. So, I mean, these are ideas. I don't want to put them forth too much, but Peter tells us that the angels are bound in that pit for the day of judgment. One must ask themselves, is that the day that they're judged? Because they will be judged. Or are they bound for the day of our judgment, assuming we're not saved? Let me continue in this verse. And they that dwelt on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. So the people on the earth is going to recognize this beast. It was in the past, but I couldn't tell you who it would be. There's many ideas. Let's wait and see. Let's just see what the Bible says for now. Revelation 17:9-10 tells us, and there is one mind, and here is a mind that has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen. This is in the day Revelation is being written. And 1 is. That would be Rome. The other is not yet come, and when he comes he must continue a short space. Now, these 7 heads are 7 mountains. And 7 mountains have 7 kings. Biblically speaking, 7 mountains are kingdoms. You can do your research. I didn't make that up. People are in agreement with me on that. But the woman that sits on this beast, that is a city. And I'm going to show you that here shortly. But that is a city that rides 7 kingdoms, meaning one city gets taken over 7 times. 5 kingdoms have fall, and 1 is. That's the day of Rome. This city is in the day of Rome, and the other is not yet come. The other kingdom is not yet come. That king that established that kingdom has not yet come. So the 7th head is not in the Bible. Contrary to what people want to say, that when I told you I believe Islam is the 7th beast, rather the caliphate, the 7th head. I'm going to also show you that the city is Jerusalem, and the 7 heads will be the kingdoms that rule Jerusalem in succession. Revelation 17:11 says, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th. So he's not among the 7 heads. He's the 8th. He's a new kingdom. He's a unified kingdom. That's why I keep talking about this. He's a wounded head that is revived and brings together all the kingdoms as one mighty kingdom in the last day for God's will to be served. And he is from the 7. So this 8th head comes from the 7. He's either Babylonian, Persian, of Greek descent, or, let me say, by Greek descent, I mean the sons of Japheth. We'll just go there. The sons of Japheth, the people of the north. This would be from Europe all the way over top of the Middle East, including Turkey. So from Europe, Turkey, all the way to Asia and everything above. So I'm talking about Europe all the way to Japan, including everything above. Switzerland, Poland, Russia, all that. All that would be the Greek kingdom, okay? Those are the Greek people at least. So, and then the 6th head, hold up, let me say that again. Babylonian, Persian, Greek, or he's going to be Islamic. I'm going to share that with you. Revelation 17:13. 12 through 13. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. These are 10 kings. They have not received the kingdom in the day of John. but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength to the beast. These 10 kings are 10 dynasties that ruled in succession in the Islamic Caliphate and obtained and held Jerusalem, and that's how the woman rode this beast. They were dynasties that don't exist no more, but at 1 hour during their revival, they will rule as kings, all of them, with the beast in that 1 hour. And this is why there's 7 crowns on the dragon in the first half of Revelation 12. That's letting us know that the 7 kingdoms have come. This is telling us of a new time period when the beast is wounded and revived and consolidates all the beasts before it. Revelation 17:14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, because he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Are you called, chosen, and faithful? Many are called, but few are chosen. Revelation 17:15. And he said to me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sits are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. These are tribes. These are crowds of people and ethnicities and languages. And Jerusalem is the center point of the world, where all nations and tribes and ethnicities and languages come to consolidate. For those who would like to say Mecca is, I strongly disagree. To the best of my knowledge, I don't believe any Christians go down to Mecca to do the little circle around the Kaaba. So, Jerusalem is definitely this whore that sits on many waters, which are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. Revelation 17:16. And the 10 horns which thou saw upon the beast, these will hate the whore, and make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh, and burn her alive. These people want to destroy this city. They want to tear it down. They have no good intent. They speak lies. I'm speaking of the scriptures that I haven't included here. They speak lies, saying that they love this whore, but in truth, they hate her because of what she represents. And what I should be more specific. The Bible tells us there's principalities and forces in the air. Those are the forces behind bad people. That people themselves are actually subject to these forces and become victims of these forces. So rather than consolidate all people as a bad people, because all people in the Islamic faith have potential to be good, but they let bad spirits drive them. Let us continue. Sorry for the preaching. Revelation 17:17. For God has put in their hearts to fulfill his will. God put in their hearts. That means God rose them up. In Islam, Muhammad is said to see a vision, an angel, Gabriel. He says to him 3 times, recite and Muhammad says, I can't recite. And this angel chokes him. Muhammad goes back and tells his wife, he's hearing voices and stuff he thinks he's possessed. His wife says, nah, man, you're just a prophet. So he starts doing his prophet. I believe God really sent an angel to Muhammad. But I don't believe it was Lucifer. I don't believe it was Gabriel. Rather, I believe it was Satan to deceive him. Because God rose this beast up to fulfill his will. And to agree, these 10 horns, they will agree to give their kingdom to the beast. until the words of the Lord are fulfilled. This is a map of potentially the last empire, because these were the kingdoms of Islam during the time of the Islamic Caliphate. Now, let me back up what I've been saying with Revelation 17:18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigns over the kings of the earth. And that is Jerusalem. And I'm going to have another video coming revealing the harlot, so that you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And once you pinpoint the harlot, you can look at every kingdom in succession, discover the 7 heads and the 10 horns, and I'm going to make videos revealing all of that also. Stick with me. I love you guys. Take care.